one thing about me when I was a kid, it didn't matter where I was playing. I just wanted to play basketball, open up a hanger, and, tie some socks together, and put shoestrings on the bottom of a hanger. We was very creative. So
when LeBron was a kid, he was looking at a globe, and he noticed that Akron wasn't on the globe. And he looked it up, and he saw it wasn't on the map either. And he actually said when he was a kid, he said, "I'd like to put Akron on the map."
My mother inspired me to want to be one of the greats, no matter what it was going to be. If it wasn't basketball, it was something else. But, I put it all into basketball. You respect the game, and the game will respect you. You don't treat this game no differently than you would treat your mother. What makes LeBron is just his personality. I'm very outgoing. I love to live life. I live life to the fullest. I'm happy I'm in the position I'm in. I don't take anything for granted. I just have fun every day. I'm always smiling, I'm always joking. I'm very easy to get along with, so if you don't joke, you shouldn't be around me.
What's your favorite place to play?
Arena?
Arena, gym, park, anything.
Oh, St. Mary. My freshman year in high school, the dream began of me being one of the greats. Every year when I do a shoe, I make a color. That's St. V, which turns back to, where it all began for me. And now that I go back to my old high school games, when I go back to the high school gym where I played at and see my St. Mary team now wearing my shoe is, definitely it's a great feeling, and knowing that I can, pass the word down to younger guys trying to come up. The guys that I wanted with, I had grew up with them since I was about 8 or 9 years old. We went to AAU tournaments. We were like brothers I never had, me being an only child. So, everything that I did with them on the basketball court meant a little bit more than anything else I ever done. To be able to hang 3 state championship banners above my high school gym is because I did it as a team. I think that's the biggest accomplishment that I've had.
His IQ, his basketball IQ, was far higher than a high school player.
LeBron could learn something, not even practice it, listen to it, watch it on TV, and then apply it to his game, and he still does that today, which is the most amazing thing.
The 3 state championships mean a lot more to me than anything else. To be able to hang 3 state championship banners above my high school gym is because I did it as a team. The guys that I wanted with, I had grew up with them since I was about 8 or 9 years old. We went to AAU tournaments. We were like brothers I never had. So, everything that I did with them on the basketball court meant a little bit more than anything else I ever done. I knew that most of the sports world was watching my first game in Sacramento, and it had been long awaited. It had been a lot of people wanted to see me fail. There's always days where you don't feel like you want to work out, or there's days that you just feel like you don't have it. But can you maintain focus when it's just you in the gym by yourself? And you have a guy working you out. So it's different, but it's definitely a challenge for myself. A great player is the guy or that person that can make their team around them better.
Mid-range. I think if my mid-range game get to where I want it to get, which I've been working on this summer, I can help myself be a complete player.
Well, I feel, in the off season, if you don't get better, then your team's not going to get better. Me being the leader of the team, if I come back the same as I was last year, then it's a possibility we might not be as good as we were. But I let my game speak for itself. Every night I went out there, I tried to be the best player I could be and try to win basketball games. I never had a point in time where I doubted myself. I never thought back on any play I ever made. I make the play, and I live with it, and I move on, and I get better the next day.
I'm very excited, I'm very blessed, and I'm very thankful that I have that gift, but I really can't explain it. If you don't have it, you don't have it.
During the course of a season where you have games, you have like 4 games in 5 nights, and on on that fifth night, that fourth game, you're a little tired and you have to come through for your team. There's always days where you don't feel like you want to work out, or there's days that you just feel like you don't have it. And those are the days where you really have to put your mind into it and try to will yourself through it. So I think when I'm not feeling up to par, I think of my teammates, and that's what helps me, gets me through. My name is LeBron.
After Game 5 in Detroit, we got some believers. They were all witnesses.
I felt like it had to be a point where I said, you know, as an individual, I had to lead my team to victory, and I just wanted to do that throughout the course of the whole end of regulation, throughout the first overtime and the second overtime. This is going to be my third time playing international basketball, so I'm kind of adjusted to it now. You watch some of the best players in the world all the time, but you don't get an opportunity to understand how great they are until you play with them. As long as we win, I'm happy. And if I see something going south, then as me being a captain, me being a leader, you know, I'm going to have to step up and say something. I think the international game is more team-oriented. They play more as a team. They use everyone that's on the floor, and it's not one guy that you can key in the international game, so you have to make an adjustment. Also, on the defensive end, you can play zone and you can sit in the paint, and there's no difference of 3 seconds. So you have to shrink the floor, but at the same time in the international games, those guys can shoot the ball really well. Just having a college coach being a leader on the bench, on the coaching helm, is something different for me. So I'm learning every time you say something. I've definitely had to make adjustments, and this is going to be my third time playing international basketball, so I'm kind of adjusted to it now.